Are you ready to take your closet to new levels? Your Poshmark closet, that is. I did, and I think it could work for any online e-commerce store for the most part. If these are things that you need to do on other platforms, then great. You may be able to utilize this list and get something out of it too. So my name is Marion, and I am Attire and Beyond on all social media. On Poshmark, I am Marigold, Marilgold, but in my closet, you'll see the Attire and Beyond. And I also am a reseller on the Real. I send into the Real, though I have to do that soon again. And I had a retail store until the end of 2021, so I have lots of items, like thousands. So I've been doing this for a good 3 years, in between and during the retail store also. But I just started taking it to new levels. So let me tell you how I've done that from the beginning, but then what I added in now. This is all different things that I do now. So I have 10 things. So let's start with the first one. You want to have competitive prices. I have a little list up here, so you'll see me look over there. I want to make sure I get this right. You want to have competitive prices compared to other closets or other stores. So do your comp investigating. Make sure that you go into, if it's on Poshmark, you're going to go into your closet, and let's see, do I have anything here? Well, this would be something that probably doesn't even have a name on it. It does. This is CHARMIAN. So let's say you had this item, right? So you are going to get on and you're going to look under that name brand, and you are going to, if it's in Poshmark, you're going to go into your closet and put in the name of that, the description, bustier, whatever it is you want to put in there, bralette, rhinestones, bling, and you're going to do your best to find it or what's close to it. And then you want to put in sold to see how many have sold. Now, that, of course, wasn't the best example. You'd have more luck if you did my mug, See how many sold and what they sold for. And then you want to make your price somewhere in between that. If I did look this up, since I'm using it for an example, and I saw that this sold for 70 to one person, 80 to another, 90, 100, and then 50, I would probably first price mine at the highest number before. That's what I used to do. Like I would say, oh, I'll price it 100 or 110. Now I don't. Maybe I'll do 90, but I'll also put it at a price that I can give a nice discount on too, because maybe now they're just selling for that $50. So I want to be able to give a great discount, make someone feel good like they got a great discount, but I also want it to be competitive pricing when I list it. I don't always want to be the highest. But of course, for you, you're going to do whatever it is that you like to do. This is what works for me, but it works for me. So I'm just sharing. The second thing is optimize your listings. And when I say that, I mean with photos. You want quality photos. You want great details. You want to put in there what you'd be looking up. If this is a scarf up here, I just put it over her so she wouldn't be naked during the show. So if you wanted to look that up, or if you were going to look that up, you would probably look up Disney scarf. Let me just see what's on here. It's the Walt Disney Company, blah, 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 blah. That one's made in Italy. So Disney scarf, Mickey, hanging from balloons. That's what you'd probably put in, right? Because you're going to look at it and see. Maybe you'll measure it, put in the measurements. So by you putting all those things into your listing, people will be able to find you better. SEO, I think will be better. So I have literally gone in now, and I'm not even finished yet because I have about 1,700 items, and I started changing listings. So I'm trying to think, will I tell you more about that later? No, so let me tell you more about that now. I started changing listings in a way that I'll put in the brand, and now I'm not saying this is the right or the wrong way, but it definitely has changed the amount of people who look at things in my closet who purchase things. The brand, and then I'll put right after that the what it is. So let's go back to this. So this would be hold on there. How about if I wear it on my head? No, this will be whatever the name was, Charmaine, I'm going to say bralette. Or whatever it is that you would call this. And I have to look it up just to make sure I'm getting it right, because it could just be called a halter. But I would put in Charmaine, or whatever the name is, halter. I used to do like Charmaine, beautiful green rhinestones, or green rhinestones, blah, blah, blah. And now I just give the name of it, the brand, and what I'm looking for. And then I do the rest. So that may be Charmaine, I'm going to keep saying that even though I don't think that's the name, bralette, black with green giant size rhinestones, or with green rhinestones, and elastic band, and I would just keep going with that. So this way I'm sure to find it. So if you put your listing in as that, people are sure to find it first. Maybe the more you put it in as what someone would put it in as, that was a lot of words for one little sentence, I think will get more hits. Third thing, customer service. Now, I've always been one for customer service. I used to do customer service seminars years ago because I do believe that attitude is everything. So when you're giving customer service, don't feel like any question is unwarranted or stupid. Don't ever feel like that if humanly possible, because some people just don't know the same things you know. So you want to give customer service in the way that you answer questions, that you make sure that you put in your descriptions and things. If there are flaws, if somebody writes to you and says, is the flaw in the front or the back? Take a look, answer. Just really give good customer service. Excuse me while I step out of camera. I just want to see if I wrote anything else there. No. But I do want to go back to number 1, which is is it number 1? Competitive prices. Now, I know I talked to you about, and I'm sorry I'm skipping, but I don't want to leave anything out for you. I know I talked about competitive prices to begin with, but also when you're sending offers and making sales, do it up, do it good. That is what's working for me now. If you've been watching me, hi, and if not, welcome. I have been doing a sale. I stopped that sale, but it was 50% off anything over $16 or more, and a reduction on anything under $15 or less. Not quite 50, but if people put a lot of things in a bundle, you're darn tootin'. I was going to give them a great price. I would give them all 50% off. Now today I normally don't have bundle prices because I'm one who likes offering, but I put in today, if they buy 3 or more items, they will get 30% off automatically, because then I figure I don't have to send out an offer. I wish they had it higher, but you can't pick your own. All right. So then the next one was optimize your listings. I don't want to get you confused. Then number 3 was customer service. Number 4, social media. Use social media to help people know if you're having a sale. Have your Facebook and Instagram, if you have a business Facebook, be connected so that when you put a post out on there that there's a sale, it also goes on to your Instagram. So have them connected so that that works. If not, put it on Instagram. Even if you're not on Facebook, put it on Facebook. I know that some younger people are mostly on Instagram and TikTok, and I don't even know the other ones. Twitch, I think, and some other ones, Snapchat, but put it on Facebook. It can't hurt. There are some younger people on Facebook. I know a lot of them. And hey, who's to say the older folks don't want to be in trendy style? Anyway, seriously, if you're a younger person watching this, just try Facebook. Watch some of my videos about my Facebook Lives. I make extra money. Anyway, social media. Just put something on there if you're having a sale. If you get something in that you think is great, put it out there. Now, what I did learn, even as a reseller and learning, my niece told me once when I put something out on social media, she said, you have to put a price in there too. So you want to put a price in. Now I think you could even sell it from there. So use social media to your advantage. Here's the thing. When I was younger, and boy, is this going to make me sound old, you used to have to pay a lot to advertise, especially when the internet first came out. Now everything's free. You can just put it out there. Free advertising. When I say that, I mean that with love, because you know what? In my retail store, I advertised and I spent wasted so much money on written ad advertising. Don't do it. But you can boost things on Facebook. And now, of course, for certain occupations, certain careers, you do have to put things in paper form, I think. But in ours, unless you're, I don't know, I wouldn't even know where to tell you it's okay to put it in and have to pay for it. So, social media. Number 5 is consistency. Believe me when I tell you, the more consistent you are with any of these things, including listing, including relisting, including, I should move this over because I seem to be looking at it, so it'll bring me closer to the camera. Whatever it is that you're doing, be consistent, period. Whether it's in your reselling business or anything else, being consistent makes a difference. I'm still looking at it. All right. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything that I wrote on my first piece of paper where I jotted things down. Blah, 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 blah. Social media, promo sales, closets, consistent. Oh, also with consistency, put consistent new items up. The more consistent you are and the more items you're putting up that are new, the more people that you have a chance are looking for that item. Now, I know a lot of resellers believe people just get on and look specifically for items. Now, I bet you they're right with 90%, maybe 80%, but I know people just get on my closet and they're not looking for a specific item. So, and they end up getting a few different ones or asking questions about a few different ones, because I do my best to ask people questions too, so that I can learn what they're looking for, if they were looking for it when they came on, if they just came across it, because I want to know what I'm doing right. So, consistency. The next one is inventory control. Now, if you've been with me for a little bit of time, you know I'm working on that. And the more I work on it, the better it gets. So you have to be consistent with the inventory. So when I say that, what I mean is, when I started, just in case you're new watching or you just want to hear a little, hear me talk so that you can do some work. When I first started, I didn't have I had a great inventory system, I thought, but I didn't have the right kind of inventory control system. So it would take so long to find things, etc., etc. Yeah. And that is wasting your time. It's wasting the amount of money you're making an hour, especially if this is a business for you. And it's wasting, it could be losing a sale, because if you don't have good inventory control and you can't find it, then you're not selling it. Now, what I used to do was cancel the orders. Now, if somebody orders 8 things, 9 things, 5, 6, I'm not going to cancel that order in the chance that it's going to get canceled altogether and they're not going to want it after that. Because sometimes things are spur of the moment decisions. And that has happened to me in the past. I'd say, oh, I have to cancel this whatever because I can't find it or whatever, or I have to cancel it because I don't have one thing out of the 8. And then they'd say, okay, forget about it. Not doing that anymore. Sending them a little check. So if you are a business, I'm sure you have business checks. Now, this is just an extra tip bonus. Make sure you have business checks. Make sure you have a separate business checking account. It's very important. So that one was inventory control. Got everything I had here. My next thing that I think is really important because it helps me so much is learning each and every day. Watch people on YouTube that resonate with you. Listen to podcasts that resonate with you. I love the Thrifters Villa podcast. If you haven't heard it, you may know Lori Tata, you may know Danielle. They used to do it together, and now it is Danielle and Jen. And I was on there a few weeks ago talking about, what was the episode called? Something about having a reselling business when you have chronic illness, how you deal with it, etc. That's one that I listen to every week. A new episode comes out on Monday, and I love it. But I do listen to videos all day, every day. Now, of course, not all day, every day, but very close to it. Because I want to keep learning. And sometimes, now everybody's not like this. I get that. Because I do it while I'm doing other things. Maybe you can't. Maybe you have to concentrate. I can listen to things in the background. Let me tell you something about that. Every time I learn a little something new, whether it's what to put in a description or some kind of other SEO or even the name of something that I might not have had, like if I did have this on there, right? Make believe this was actually called, and I couldn't find it anywhere, the Charmaine Blingity Bling Blang Flow top. If somebody else mentions that, I know it. I know that was the stupidest. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to teach here. I'm trying to share my knowledge, and instead, I can't help being myself. I'm trying to be a little bit more. But forget about that. So, all right. So learn a little bit every day. I do it. I love it. It's how I keep myself reselling. It's how I learn more and learn to make more and more money. You learn something new. You try it. If it works, great. I got such an itch up my nose. I'm sorry. All right. So number 8 is try something new, right? And that's what I was just saying. I started a few months ago, more than that, actually. Time flies, doesn't it? We're already at the end of March. I tried a while ago to start looking at vintage jewelry and vintage type things. And let me tell you, my sales have gone up. If you go and look in my closet, you'll see all the vintage I have in there. And you'll also see the vintage that sold. And some things sell way more than clothing. And some things also, I make way more of a profit than clothing. So try something new. Maybe you've been thinking about wanting to sell shoes because you don't. Maybe you're thinking, oh, jewelry, that's great because it won't take up a lot of space. Whatever it is, first learn about it and then try it. What have you got to lose? Nothing. So let's see. Quick delivery. So in the beginning, I was crazy. I used to have on my top of my page, ship same day or next day. Because, we're competing with Amazon, really. I know that's not really our competition, but it kind of is. People are used, and not even because we're competing with them to sell things. We're competing with them because people are used to that delivery time. But I learned that I don't have to ship it that day. If I could, I still do. But now I let people go out the next day or the day after, because then what I can do is not have to go to the post office every day or not have to get the mail carrier to come and pick up every day. I could set days. When I say set days, I don't even mean I say, all right, I'm going to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. I look at the orders that are coming in. Like today, I have from over the weekend about within my orders, because some people ordered like 7 or 8 things. I might have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 things that I have to look for because I looked for some of them over the weekend. And I'm going to look for them today. And if I don't find all of them, it won't bother me if I send them out tomorrow or the next day, where it used to. Now, we still have that competition, but also be kind to yourself if you can't. Sometimes when your inventory is not at its optimized capacity, like an optimized listing, like I said, then you can't find it. So that's why that's important too. And it will help with quicker delivery. Believe me when I say that. And the last thing I have, number 10, is counter offer. I know people give us lowball offers. Oh my goodness, do I know. I just had my 50% off sale, right? And I sent someone $33 because it was supposed to be $66, and she sends me $25. I'm already giving you 50% off. Am I not? Now, I don't blame them for trying, but come on, I'm giving you 50% off. I'm probably not making hardly any money on some of those items. So, counter offer though. If you have to put in 33 again, then do that. The other day I had something that I think it was half off, and it was half of 20, and I sent them a $10. Wait, no. It was half of 40. I sent a $20 offer, and they sent me $9. Now I could just walk away from that, because still, you see, it's like, really? $9 for all those things? I paid more than that. So, but even if you have to just put in 20 again, put it in. Then they'll know you're serious. Some people are just trying to get a good deal. Can you blame them? No. But don't put your emotions into it. Counter offer. And sometimes they'll buy it at that exact price. They're just trying. They're human. Do I have anything else on there? I do not. But I'm going to go over those. So number 1, have comparable prices. Competitive, comparable. Optimize your listings. Details, etc. Just optimize them. Make it more of what you'd look for if you were searching. Customer service is number 3. What would you do with that? Be kind. That, I guess, goes into the counter offers too. Just be kind. Put yourself in their shoes. Answer their questions. Social media. Get yourself out there. If you're running a sale, whether it's 5%, 50%, put it out on social media. Someone will see it. Even if one person sees it, you might get one sale. You may get someone, there may be a sale down the line. But the more people see you, when I went to marketing classes, I think it took 6 times for people to see something. It may be different now, but 6 times before they're like, oh, let me go check that out. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but it's for the majority. Consistency. Be consistent. Do your best to list every day. Do your best to relist every day. Or at least if you're doing it 3 days a week, be consistent to do it 3 days a week. Just be consistent. Believe me, it makes a difference in everything in life. It's so weird not seeing my hands when they're down here that every once in a while I put them up so you know I'm not just a head. All right. Inventory control. you know what to do with that. Take care of that inventory. Learn every day. Watch some videos. Try something new, like I tried the vintage and it's working. Quick delivery. Get it out there in a good amount of time. That's all. But don't kill yourself. Okay? Just do your best to get it out as soon as possible. But don't kill yourself if you don't. And counteroffer. Make sure you counteroffer. No matter how silly, and that's the nice word for it, that offer is, counteroffer. They just want to get a deal. And who knows? You don't know what's going on this week. They may be like, oh, I have to save that $10, but still counteroffer. Thanks for watching as usual. I hope that this helps you a little bit. If I said something that you didn't know and you learned from it, I'm happy about that. If I just reminded you, I'm happy about that. And if you stayed till the end, I can't believe it. Let me know. Say Mickey, and I'll know you stayed till the end. Thank you so much. If you like content like this, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this, ring that bell and subscribe. Subscribe first, then ring that bell. And I will see you soon. Let me know what you're interested in learning about. If you want to go any more in depth in any of these or anything else, I want to share my wisdom with you the way that everyone else does it with me all day, every day on YouTube, and they don't even know it. Thanks so much. Have a